How goes it, Mr. Bone Man? How'd the rest of your stream go? Oh, damn. Must have gotten a lot of stuff done in that time. If not, you were doing it wrong. Very good, very good. Which arena were you doing mainly? Were you doing the shard ones? I think I'm here picking up a... Oh, come on, man. Picking up a energy refill. And then getting hit. And then... probably finishing off the 5-star shard one. You did it all, the millionth milestone all in one day? Well, that is a lot of 2-star arena. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, yeah, so this looks like it's just an energy refill. Can't complain, I guess. Well, that is some commitment, man. I think I got up to about 250 yesterday. Then ended up at 7 the last I was streaming today. And so I probably will do the last 300,000 now. And then might finish off the 4-star shard one, and then by then... Oh, actually no, I don't know if my 6 stars will be up before I go to bed, because I was late getting those done today, so... Yeah. And I think tomorrow is the Cosmic Heralds, so I'll run that. Normally when the new boss rushes come out, I don't do it the day of, so I don't think I'll do that tomorrow. I'll probably do that Thursday or Friday. And then just the regular arena grind. Yeah. Geez, that's gonna be what? 16? About 16,000 5-star, because I'll have both the current boss rush and the new one to do, and then the heralds. That's gonna be close to 20,000 5-star shards just between those two things. Yeah. So what are you up to currently? Not gonna have enough energy to get all of this cleared. I'll get most of it. Very good, very good. And you guys run all map 5 or just one BG of map 5 and BGs of other maps? Okay. Where does that usually get you guys? Like as far as AQ placement? We used to be top 50 pretty consistently, and then so that there was the time when all AQ was kind of messed up. We still ended up in 150 there. Then I think when they first, yeah, and that was when they first added the epic modifiers, and the time after that everybody else was okay, but there were some issues with map 7, and we got top 150 then, and since then we haven't hit top 150. But I mean, we only do map 6. We've been doing the epic modifiers. I don't know why, because it doesn't actually help us out in placement at all. So we're working harder, but with the same rewards. Yeah, but basically we're at a point now where if we want to be top 150, we have to be doing map 7. We can't just be pushing prestige, because I mean everybody else would be, but they're doing map 7 and the epic modifiers. So, but to be honest, for me anyways, I'm fine with sub 150, like not in the top 150. So whatever the next bracket is, I think is the next bracket up to 250. But yeah, for me the rewards between 150 and the 250 aren't that significant. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so 150 to 250. Yeah, not much of a difference really at all. Yeah. But yeah, it comes in over time anyways. And map 5 is good too, because I mean, you can go into section 3 without needing all 10 people. So you can be a little bit more relaxed. Whereas for map 6 and 7, if you're missing somebody, you're not going to complete it. So. And then map 4, what do you need it by the end? 8? Are there only 8 lanes in section 3 for map 4? It's funny though, when you're getting the rewards, you don't really think anything of it, but if you go any period of time without an alliance, you realize how much you're missing out on. Map 7, okay. What? Come on, man. What? Jeez. This dude is intercepting me with everything. He went away. So you hitting up any StarCraft with June this evening? Yeah. The first one I could kind of see, but the second one, I mean, I was throwing my heavy and then he intercepted me with his heavy. Jeez. How long have you had your alliance? You been doing that for a while? Yeah, I had a nap earlier. Got up about 45 minutes ago. I was thinking to play a game or two of StarCraft then, but I was like, I'll just take my time. try to get some of these arenas done. And share this nonsense with the world. Yeah. How long do you normally stream when you do? Okay. And have your members been pretty consistent, or have you had a lot of turnover? Yeah. Okay. So you were really feeling in the streaming spirit today, then? Yeah, if you're having a good time and you got nothing else that you need to get done, then why not? Yeah, I bet starting up a new alliance would be a lot. That's good. Yeah, the alliance I'm in has been pretty solid. There was a time about a year and a half ago where probably every 2 weeks we were replacing at least one person. But now it's very seldom. Now it's pretty much only at the end of a season where there'd be any turnover. And if there is, it's usually one person. 2 seasons ago we had 2 people. But for the last 4 or 5 seasons, it's only, if anyone at all, it's only been one. And I think I've been in this alliance now, got to be just over 2 years. Well, pretty much as long as the war seasons have been running, because I started here season 1 actually. No, season 2. I was in my old alliance for the first season and then I switched. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I was an officer in this one for a while, and a previous alliance, and that was the one thing I did not like doing. Not so much like, I mean, if people left and we replaced them, so be it, but just them like checking the forums, and if somebody's interested, you gotta ask them questions, and You already cleared variant 5, right? So what's the next big piece of content you're intending to work on? Finishing off Act 6, or are you going to wait until the changes are done to tackle that? Okay. How many units are you intending to have saved before getting into that? It's nice they have like the rewards for each path you do. They're nothing spectacular, but it's, you know, better than nothing if you're gonna, you know, spend 6 hours doing something like that. But my goodness, the main thing there is the first run for the completion, and then the exploration. Okay. Yeah, you get a ton of T2A from 6.4. Holy smokes. I think it's half a T2A per path? Something crazy. Plus whatever you get from completion and exploration too. But yeah, when I had to pace myself because I had too much T2A. I couldn't use it fast enough, and so if I did 6.4 too quickly, I would have ended up like having a bunch expire. Yeah, that is definitely a good source of T2A. And that was released shortly after there was all the complaints about the lack of T2A. And then not long after the complaints, they had an offer, which, not surprising. I don't think it was very good value. And then 6.4 dropped. It's like, oh boy, you want T2A? Here's your T2A. Malvina! What is shaking, Malvina? How's that 5-star Shard Arena going for you? Yep. Do you guys do war as well, Bone Man? Or do you just do AQ? Yeah, well, we still got a couple days, so. Okay. Yeah, I prefer that, actually. Being in an alliance with where war isn't mandatory. I just when the seasons first started, I really enjoyed it and I thought it was really interesting. But oh god, I just do not care for war at all. Even if as they increase or change the rewards, I just they could keep the rewards for all I care. I mean, I guess it is nice that one part of the game is random, right? Because going into it, you don't know what who's going to be on what node and stuff like that. Whereas AQ and all the other content, you know what to expect. Well, alliances that do 2 BG wars, there's people, at least 10 people there who don't do a war. So there you go, Melvin. I mean, I guess you have to do war for loyalty. Although the way they've got the donation set up now, you can get away with not having loyalty if you wanted to spend extra gold or extra B chips or units. So loyalty is no longer a necessity. Don't get me wrong though, the rewards are decent from war. It's just that for the amount of headache, I don't really care for them. Have you already started the 4-star Shard Arena, Melvin? Or you just been worried about the 5-star Shard one? You're going to be in Shard Heaven tomorrow. With the next boss rush. Or I guess more so even next week when the new EQ starts. Because you'll have the new EQ. The new boss rush. And the new Summoner Showdown one. Oh man, come on man. Come on man. Let me... What the hell is this dude's problem? Well, there you go. There you go. So I'm just under 200k away. 170,000 more to finish this off. Do that, finish this off, and then probably get to about 200,000 in the 4-star shard one. Maybe check out some other 3-star. Oh, I need to see what the next 22-hour solo event is. I don't think that's dropped yet. I think the hero use is just about done. Ooh, actually, it'll probably be maybe the event completion one. Or quest completion one. If so, I'll probably burn a bunch of energy and finish Master and get a good chunk of EQ done tonight, and then finish UC tomorrow. Do you like war, Melvin? Or do you not care for war too much? Yes, it does. Ooh, wait, isn't she supposed to be able to evade, like, projectiles? Come on, use your L2. Use your L2. Let's see. Nice. That's cool. One forte away. One forte. Yeah, I don't really ever hear anybody singing the praises of Alliance War, man. It'll be interesting to see how this new Act 7 beta goes. And also to see the kind of turnaround between the beta and going live. I'll probably take my sweet ass time with Variant 5. And I guess it depends how quick Act 7 goes live, but I may still be working on Variant 5 when it does. I got too many rank up resources. Well, I guess I shouldn't complain about that. But I got a ton of rank up resources that I need to find champions to use on. So if you're intending to start streaming next week, Melvin, what do you think you're gonna start off with? Like, you're gonna start doing Arena, or working on Act 5, or how are you gonna bust out and be like, yo, I'm here? Yeah. Considering the amount of streams that you show up in, Melbourne, you should end up with a ton of people in your first few streams. What? Yeah. So we got the Dragon Man Arena coming up on Thursday. Be interested to see how high he goes. Thor didn't go too high. I think it was 46 was the cutoff. Although that's about the same as what Doctor Strange went for too. And you are done, son. Yeah. Down she goes. Down she goes. Alright, 100,000 to go. Let's get her going. Let's get her done. Oh, yeah. Mr. Putrid, what is shakin', bacon? How'd the rest of the workday go? Oh man, I got a kink in my foot. What the heck? Normally I would say just walk it off, but seeing as I'm sitting, I guess that's not going to happen. There you go. You know, it's pretty bad when, as far as I'm concerned, the best day of the week is Tuesday when war is over. Very good, very good. Yes, yes. Not good as in you just didn't get as many sales as you had hoped, or just not a fun day in general? Yes, naps are good. Naps are good. Well, I guess there's going to be days like that. Mama said. Mama said. Hey, Bowman, have you already exchanged all your low-level revives and pots, or are you going to wait until the end of the event to do that? Damn, son. Oh my goodness. I just looked up and I saw that there are 7 people in here. I got all nervous and Psylocke got hit by Cyclops. Jeez. Well, I hope everybody who's here, and well, even the people who aren't, having a good evening and not getting hit by Cyclops. Damn. How does a dude with one eye have better eyesight than freaking people with 2 eyes? Mr. Patrick, how goes it? Yeah, I'm gonna farm more as well, but I figure trading in the low level ones, there'll be less stuff in the overflow, and then allow me to replenish the low level stuff. Yeah. Are you gonna trade in the level 2 revives for level 3s, or only the level 1s up to level 2? Because initially I was looking at that, and I when I first saw it, I was like, oh sweet, I'm gonna get some level 3 revives. And then I was thinking about it, and for what you get out of it and how useful it would be, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's just better to go with the L2s. I am doing the 5-star Shard Arena with the 2-star champions. Yep. That is what I'm doing. Oh, are you... Yeah, okay. I was just about to ask that. Very good, very good. What are you up to? Yeah. If it looks like I'm going to end up with level 2 revives in the overflow, then I'll swap over a couple to the level 3. Yeah, I was trying to stay hidden, Kobe. But apparently I just can't run away from y'all. Oh well. Yeah, I was thinking some of the level 3 revives would be good for the collector fight, actually. Because you get to a point there where you want to be going back in with a fair bit of health just to survive the block damage and stuff. But yeah, I think I'll just stick to the level 2 revives and put a health pot or 2 into them. Man, if you're stuck watching this stream, things gotta be pretty sad. That war today got interesting at the end, man. Holy smokes. Although I think even if they had taken down that third boss, I think we were still going to win. But yeah, it was tight. Tight at the end there. Yeah. I'm happy to win just for the sake of winning. I'm not so happy that now we're back to tier 2 because the next war is going to suck. But it's probably a lot better to be closer to the next bracket and know that you're going to make it in the bracket you're aiming for, as opposed to being at the end of the bracket you're aiming for and not knowing. I'm going to need you to identify yourself when you're in chat, Kobe, because if I'm going to talk shit about the Alliance, I got to make sure nobody from the Alliance is in the stream. Yeah, man. War is definitely becoming costly. Yeah, well, SD, I think his thing, because he's watching on his TV, so he can't type. What I should start doing is, from now on, regardless of if he's, well, I mean, I won't know if he's in the stream, but just start talking shit about him, and then see if he starts sending messages online, like, what you saying, woo? Man, I would be so down if we were to go to, oh Lord, see, I just said I was going to start talking shit about him and then he shows up. He wants to be like, nope, you ain't saying shit about me. I'm here, motherfucker. Yeah, man, I'd be so down for going to 2 BGs for war. Only because I wouldn't have to do war. I mean, I guess I would do it if everybody kind of needed to do a rotation, but yeah, I would definitely be wanting to be sitting out of that nonsense. Hey, Kobe, do you use Discord at all? Yeah, it would be. Well, it'd be more relaxing, and then you could put more focus on AQ. Yeah, so I've known of Discord for a while. Only the last, not even a month, I think, that I've been using it. And yeah, I could definitely see it being beneficial for something like an alliance for this game. I guess it's one of those things, though, right? Like if you stick with what you're used to, we're used to line, so we stick with that. That app, I don't know who it was that was designing it, but they were trying to design like a game management app for mobile games, and they were pushing it for MCOC, and I think some alliances tried it, but it didn't really seem like it took off very well at all. Yeah. Yeah. One thing, like, right away I see as beneficial. Well, I mean, I guess we can all post our videos in line anyways, but you could do the same thing in Discord, or even just make like channels specifically for that, just for videos or stuff. And then if you have people that want to kind of connect their phone to their computer, they could live stream what they're doing. I think it'd be great for incursions though. ST. Aw, are you having problems sleeping? Or you just got a bit of a cold? Man, that site is so useful. Holy smokes. And it's interesting that there really wasn't anything prior to that either. Because, I mean, there seems like there's definitely a big community for this game. And I would have thought there would have been more resources like that. Like when I used to play World of Warcraft, there was a lot of sites you could go to and find whatever it was, like information on different characters and skill sets and stuff like that, or rankings for things, whatever. But yeah, this one, like there was really no go-to place for game information. even the Kabam forums aren't that reliable often. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I don't think there's any advertisements on there, right? All right, this arena is done. Excellent. So we'll hit up some of the 4-star shard ones. How well does your son sleep, ST? Does he go to bed pretty easily? The only kind of medicine, I guess, I would say I've used on a regular basis is neocitrin. Like usually if I'm stuffed up, I'll have a neocitrin wonton soup with soy sauce and a Sprite, and the next day, hasn't failed yet. The next day I'm good as ever. Melvina, you still there? You're pretty quiet. Yeah, I was thinking to just like so one of the biggest appeals for me doing this streaming YouTube stuff isn't so much the actual streaming. I like the part where there's people in chat and conversing and stuff. I like that. And it's nice to see that people want to subscribe or whatever, but I like the figuring the stuff out and the setting up of it. These are two people from my alliance, Malvina. You know, the people that I'm always saying very nice things about how great and gracious they are and how good of players they are, those people. Yeah, so I've really enjoyed like just figuring this stuff out on how to get it set up and whatnot. I was thinking actually of setting up a Discord server, but then I mean for myself anyways, there's not much need for that because I'm on Bone Man's Discord server and People's Champ, and then there's been a couple times where I've had somebody in voice chat with myself, and I just do it as like a account to account. But I was thinking of setting up a Discord server just for to see the process of doing it, kind of. But then I was thinking if I did that, I could see if the Alliance wanted to utilize Discord rather than Line, and then set it up at least for one BG. And then if that BG found it useful, then we could have the other two BGs switch over too. But then I don't know if people would want, because I mean then that's another application. Well, no, you don't need the application. You could just do it through the web. So, although I've found that you get a few more features from the application as opposed to doing it through the web. So, okay. Like hard to figure out how to do the permissions, or just how they should be set up, like who should have access and admin privileges and stuff. That's cool, Bone Man. Yeah, it'd definitely be good to have somebody that's familiar with that kind of stuff to be able to ask questions of, for sure. Yeah, I basically I would see it as pretty much being set up the same as how our line is set up. The 3 BGs, the announcements, and our general chat, and then just simply, like you'd have a room for voice. Do you think many people would utilize voice chat if we had this? Like for example, if we had it, and regardless if I'm streaming or not, I'm doing Arena, and I was just sitting in voice chat, do you think people would, people who are doing Arena or whatever else in the game, would just go and hang out and just, shoot the shit? No, I'm an ex-officer. I'm not old. Yeah. Yeah, basically something like that, Bone Man. And I think for the most part, most people in our alliance that are doing incursions, I think we're doing it with each other, right? Like I know ST and I are pretty consistent, but I don't think there's many people in our alliance that are doing incursions with randoms, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like I got anything else to do during the day, so maybe I'll set it up for myself, like for the YouTube thing, and maybe I'll just set it up as though it was for an alliance, and if people want to, because I think that's one of those things too, right? Once you see it in practice and use, then you see the value for it, as opposed to if it's something you've never used, it's like, well, why change, right? But when you see the value in it, you could see how it would be beneficial over the system that you're using. So, and for previous employment, like I used to do system admin in IT, so like the back end administration on the server side of things. So like setting up access groups and stuff. I like doing the setup for it. I didn't really care for the maintenance of it, because there was a while where like that was what I would do, like set up networks for usually educational institutions, and set it up and then hand it over to whoever was going to maintain it. I much preferred doing that as opposed to having to go into an organization and maintain their network. Yeah, man, I think I would just skip incursions altogether if I didn't have a reliable partner. Well, to be honest, I really have very little desire to do incursions at all, other than I have a consistent partner who's good, and they're always eager to do it. So I don't think, since we've been running them together, I don't think we've missed at all. I think we've gone at every reset. So Bone Man, you can limit who has ability. So when you're setting up permissions, do you set up permissions or authorization? All right, Melvin. Do you set up per person, or do you set it up like per groups of people? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd assume, yeah, you'd have both options. So. Yeah, it might be something, probably, maybe that's to be something I'll do on Sunday. I really don't do anything else Saturday, Sunday, really, so maybe that's something I'll look into. But you can set up rooms where, like, only so many people can enter, or only specific people can speak and stuff too, right? Because I think that's what I would do for, like, if there was a couple incursion. Is there a limit to how many voice chat rooms you can have? Because I've noticed so far, like on yours and June's servers, like there's only a specific room for voice chat, or a couple rooms in particular for voice chat. Okay. Yeah, I really don't see myself utilizing a Discord server for myself. But yeah, I think I'll set it up with the intent for an MCOC alliance. If we use it, great. If not, at least then I've learned something new. So. Once you had it set up, Bone Man, do you find it's much maintenance afterward? Or you get it set up and it's basically good to go? Like, other than probably just adding permission, like as certain people come in or leave, adding or taking away permissions. Okay. So have you gone live, Mr. Putrid? Johnny 5 is alive. Man. Yeah. And you're back, Melvin. Good stuff. So, Kobe, what did you need to set up Discord for work for? Like, within the last 8 months or prior to that? Because, like, yeah, definitely, like, things like Discord or what was that? What was that streaming service? But yeah, I can definitely see the value of those kind of things for 2020 anyways. What? Oh, come on, man. What are blue shirts? Ah, okay. I see. What did you do at Logitech? Yeah. I read your second comment before reading your first. Okay. And they had offices in Edmonton? Oh, okay. And I don't know if Calgary really had a shot at having the Amazon expansion here, but it didn't really seem as though they were doing much to entice them, actually. Because at one point they were suggesting that it was going to come down between Denver and Calgary, but I think they ended up deciding to go to New York, and then some political people within New York kind of rejected it. I don't know if they ended up making a decision to go somewhere else, but okay. Okay. Yeah, man. Well, the thing, I think in Alberta in general, is we have got to get over oil. Like, it's not going to be our driving force anymore, and we've got to accept that. Unfortunately, during the boom of the late 2000s, when things should have been diversified and saving up for a rainy day, which now we've had almost a rainy generation, rainy decade, I guess. I think so I went to university in Calgary, and I remember getting checks from the government because of like the profits that the oil sector was making, and they were giving back to the population, which was great. But I mean, if that had been stored away and used in times like this, but unfortunately, that's not how politics work. I guess. And then we turned down the Olympics as well. Although, to be honest, I was not for that. Like, it didn't seem as though the information that was being presented on the yes side was all above board. One thing I think is interesting is when they have the talk of the Alberta secession. I don't know if they're taking into account. So you have a lot of Edmonton and Calgary for sure. Probably, I would think. Well, yeah, even small towns in Alberta too. You have a lot of immigrants who come from wherever here. I don't think a lot of those people, if Alberta decides to leave Canada, I have a feeling a lot of those immigrants will leave Alberta. Simply because I don't see it that they came to be in Alberta. I think they came to be in Canada. And so if where you've moved is no longer part of the country that you wanted to call home, I think the desire to stay there would drastically decrease. So I think you'd see a lot of people, immigrants, that are currently in Alberta go to BC or Saskatchewan most likely. And I mean, I think you'd also see first generation Canadians leaving too. Like people that were born here, first generation. It'd be actually very interesting to see how it would work with the native population as well. Because if that happened, the Indian Act would no longer be the guiding principle for interactions between the federal government and Aboriginal groups. Boy, it could be so messy. Yeah. The thing is too, I really thought as the current issues globally, seeing the way Canada handled it, like as far as the population goes, I think was very well done. Like initially, the emphasis was on the individual and not the big companies. And I think from a federal standpoint, I just thought that was a smart and really good way to go. So if Alberta had been independent during this, like the CERB or any other support from the federal government wouldn't be there. We'd be completely on our own, and with our current economic situation, oh, it would not be good. Yeah. So when they first started talking about the Alberta secession, I kind of thought it was a bit of a joke, and then just see, like, because now they've got officially their own federal party, kind of like the Bloc Québécois. So people had called for Jason Kenney to hold a referendum on it, and he won't. And I think that it would be to his benefit to do so, because currently that movement is unorganized, and they don't necessarily, kind of their message is, oh, we want to leave. They don't really have a plan or what things will be like. So I think if we went to a referendum for it, because they couldn't represent themselves very well, I think they would fail, and it would kind of put it to rest, at least for a period of time. But the longer that this sentiment is allowed to gain momentum, by the time we have a referendum, they're going to be organized well enough that they could do well. And I mean, we came very close in, 88? 88 or early 90s, when Quebec had their referendum. We came very close to Quebec separating from Canada. So people that, like I said, like myself, I thought at one point, oh, this is nonsense, talking about Alberta leaving Canada. It's absolutely possible. Yeah. Sorry, Melvin. I know this is not a conversation you find entertaining. Hopefully the gameplay you do. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's the kind of a problem with when the decision makers are political people, right? Because politics is kind of a popularity contest. So you're always trying to appease people, make people happy to keep your job. So you probably know what is the best things to do, even though they're the unpopular things. And unfortunately, that's where things go. And then in the long run, it's not beneficial. Short term, yes, but well, like I was saying, right? Like in the late 90s, early 2000s, if rather than giving everybody $250 checks, if the government had saved that money, we'd be in better shape today. But doing that back then, it did the government very well. They held power for a very long period of time. Well, Melvin, if you're unhappy with the chat, you could either mute it or you could go to another stream. Are you in the 4-star Shard Arena currently, Melvin? Did Mr. Putrid go live? Let us see. Yes, he did. All right. Well, I was intending to be here for about an hour, and remember, I'm streaming because you had asked about me streaming tonight, Melvin, so that's why I'm here currently. And I said I'd be going for about an hour, and we're at an hour 6, so I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna go say howdy dowdy to Putrid, and I think this is gonna be my second raid. Exciting times. What was it we used last time, Melvin? Oh yes. There we go. So that will be our hashtag. And here is Putrid Stream. So thanks guys for coming and hanging out, keeping me company. It's good to see Kobe and SD, the people from my alliance. Now I gotta be careful when I'm saying things about alliance mates apparently. So yeah, thanks for coming and hang out guys. Have a good rest of your evening. Take care.